NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Broncos at 1-8 now on the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up fourth down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. And just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams have met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing his car on third down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Broncos. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are once again back in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Carr now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Second and 4. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Demarcus Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vernon Butler He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson sets up the screen to Gordon. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 1st down, Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Carlson able to put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
To throw again is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And some room to work. And all the way home for the Broncos score. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Able to connect with Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Simmons firing all the way in for the safety position.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. They knew how to quiet this rival stadium, Charles. I mean, not only did they get the win, but they get the win by taking the lead in the fourth quarter to hand their division opponent a big loss.
And they're elated, and they should be, because they did exactly that. Went to a rival's house and stunned them, and did it with a fourth quarter comeback. And every team in the league prides itself on controlling the fourth quarter. It's even more difficult when you don't do it at home against a division rival.
So for Las Vegas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9.